Hey there, this is Ron and welcome to the weekly report here. Today I'm going to do a lesson on how to estimate repairs, and you're going to be surprised how quick this lesson is going to be because it really doesn't take long for me to teach you how to estimate repairs. Now I could spend hours on it. We could go through every single little detail there is on a house. We could take every component in the house and I could throw a number on it using a model, as I do in my quick turn real estate class. But I only do that to get to the point, and the point is this: if you're going to nitpick the house to death and to go through all of that stuff and try to go through a house and put a number beside every little component, you're going to make yourself crazy. And when you're all said and done, when it's all over, you're going to wind up the same place that I'm about to teach you to get to in a nanosecond. So you watch how easy it is to estimate repairs. But before I do, you should know that whenever I'm making an offer on a bank-owned property, in fact, most any property, I need to have a clue about what the repair costs are. You're never going to know for sure. In fact, I probably renovated 600 houses and not once did I ever get the repair cost right, but I made money on every one of them. So you're going to be wrong. The idea is just to get in the ballpark, and that's the key here, because I'm just going to show you how to get in the ballpark. You do not need an exact repair estimate, especially if you're not going to close on the property and come up with the cash or borrow the money yourself. So here's just one quick thing for you to remember. If you're wholesaling a property, it's a whole lot less important that you know what the repair costs are. However, if you're going to close on it and rehab it, you better know what the repair costs are. So here's how you fix it. You do your best at estimating it so you can make your offer, but then you verify your repairs before you close. Don't close on a house that you think needs $15,000 worth of work to find out it needs $30,000 because you didn't understand how to estimate them correctly. You go get the repair estimate. Worst case, you don't close on the deal, or you adjust the offer downward. But here's how you estimate repairs quickly for almost all the applications you're going to put them on, assuming you're dealing with single-family houses. Now, I'm going to use a one-story single-family house here, and I will tell you that the bigger the house, the harder it's going to be for you to come in a final number. But if you don't just do the macro version here like I'm going to show you, you're going to get such paralysis of analysis that while you're trying to figure out what the repair costs are, a guy like me will have been in there, made the offer, got it accepted, and flipped it to somebody else before you figure out how many square feet of carpet or how much it costs per yard. So here it is. I don't even need a board to show you how to estimate repairs. I want you to go take a look at the house and ask yourself, does this need major work, minor work, or almost no work? If it needs almost no work, and obviously it's easy, it's a few $100s, a couple thousand max. If it needs some work, then you're just going to have to throw a number at it. That makes sense. If it needs a lot of work, you're going to have to do the same thing. So here it is. Here's what you've been waiting for. All your repair estimates are going to either be $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, or $25,000. Just pick one. Pick the one you think's the closest. And I promise you, it's good enough to go make an offer on a property, especially a bank-owned property today. Again, you'll verify before you close, but if you're going to flip it, your buyer's going to do their own repair estimates anyway. You're just trying to get close enough to make an offer on it. So again, $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, $25,000. If it gets above that, don't make an offer on it. It needs way too much work. It'll be too hard to sell. Move on to something that's a lot simpler. And I can tell you this, in today's bank-owned property arena, you're going to find properties that you can buy 50 cents on the dollar all day long that need almost no repairs. Unlike it used to be where we're looking for these massive major rehabs. Today, if it needs a massive major rehab, I'm not going to touch it because I can get good deals on good properties in good areas that need very little work for the same discounted price that I used to have to pay on just the really nasty, ugly ones that need a major rehab. Okay, so that's it. Sorry it wasn't more detailed than that, but that's it. After all of these years, that's exactly what I do when I make repair estimates, and that's what I teach my students to do when we get them out on the bus in the class. Now, Lauren has got a question for me today, and what is that, Lauren? You want to come over here so they can see? Sure. Lauren, this is Lauren, in case you haven't been tuning in. This is our DAM reporter. DAM stands for?
Director of Alternative Marketing.
Director of Alternative Marketing. So this is Lauren. She's also the star of the Learning Planet, so make sure you tune into that, thelearningplanet.com. And you're going to post, people have been asking us, tell them, when are you going to post the next show?
Well,
This is a director, folks.
Yeah, the next show is going to be Ron negotiating with a contractor. It's going to be called Contracting Wars. So that should be posted up within the next week. But keep an eye out in your inbox, because I'm going to let you know when we're going to post it. And text the word mentor to 70101 for updates and reminders when we're going to post new shows.
All right, say it again, 70101.
Right.
The word mentor, and you'll get a text telling you when the show's up.
Right.
You got another one coming up right behind that, don't you?
Yes, with David.
All right. We got another show where David Shearing actually has already done the deal, and we have a tenant buyer in the house for him. Just haven't gotten around to do the show yet. Kind of busy around here. Things are kind of hectic.
Very true.
We're trying to grow the Gold Club for you guys, and we got a lot of stuff going on. Okay, what's the question?
So this is from Chris Haskins. It says...
Where's Chris from? Is it Tell? No?
No.
Okay. Guys, I wish you'd put your city and state on here for us, will you, so that our listeners can see that you're diversified all over the United States and Canada.
It says, I'm curious.
Okay.
What type of homeowner is best to target when sending the yellow letters?
All right. That's a good one. Well, I'm sending yellow letters. In fact, just sent a batch yesterday, and I'm sending to 2 different lists right now. I'm sending to John and Donna McNeil's premier list, they call it, which you can get at yellowletter.com. And it's an expensive list, but it's very, very targeted. It's to homeowners, but homeowners who probably have a problem, so that makes it a very good target for you to mail to. And this is prior to them being filed on foreclosure as well. And then I'm also just sending a list to zip codes. We're renting zip code homeowners in zip codes, and we're just sending those. By the way, you can get those at melissadata.com for about a nickel a name. Melissa, M-E-L, how do you spell Melissa?
M-E-L-I-S-S-A.
What am I asking you for? melissadata.com. You figure out how to spell it. Okay, so that's what we're doing. And then John and Donna are sending out the letters for us. Right now, we just put in the mail yesterday, 365 of them. We're already starting to get calls, and it looks like we already got a couple of deals. And here we are in the middle of the afternoon on the first day after the letters went out. So we're mailing them regularly. So the answer to your question is, I like John and Donna's premier list. I also like just plain owner occupants, as long as they own a home, and I pick them zip code at a time. And we like out-of-town mailers as well, which John and Donna can get for you, and so can Melissa Data. And frankly, if you can just get to those lists. Now in the state of Florida, I don't mail to foreclosures anymore, people that have been filed on, because we can't take over their debt subject to in the state of Florida if they've been filed on and they live in the house. So we attract some of those, but I don't particularly target them anymore. All right. Okay, guys, one last thing before you go. Brock Felt and I are doing a 4-day event in Orlando at the end of this month, 24th through 27th. You really should be there, whether it be online or in person. Much prefer you be there in person. 2 days on driving traffic, which is applicable to any business, online, offline, I don't care what you do, real estate investors, real estate agents, whatever. You need these 2 days on driving traffic. The #1 key to growing any business is driving traffic. Brock's going to go through 10 ways in detail so that anybody can implement them immediately during that 2 days. And you're going to see him drive a lot of traffic while you're there. And the second 2 days is on continuity. That's where you get a bunch of money coming in every single month. I want you to go to utahkidsclub.com and check out Brock's sister's Callie site, who's now got 15,000 members paying her $12 a month every single month, and she works 1 day a week. utahkidsclub.com. You'll understand what continuity is. Continuity applies to you no matter what you're doing. If you don't have a business, we're going to teach you how to have a continuity. If you have a business, we're going to teach you how to build continuity into it. I don't care what the business is. So that said, go to ronlegrand.com/driving traffic and check it out, because it's an event you don't want to miss. And Brock and I are both going to be doing the whole thing by ourselves, 4 days. Again, you can get online or off, and it's very inexpensive. So hope to see you there. All right, that's it for this week. We'll see you next week after I get back from teaching the Quick Turn Real Estate School that I'm about to leave for in Fort Lauderdale to talk to a bunch of excited people down there for the next 4 days. See you then.